Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. And topic, sorry, this is November 20, 2012, 1:48 in the morning. And topic, very disturbing prophecies. And I won't tell you how I got there because it's just a waste of a few minutes, and I'm going to get to the point. I ran across a guy on the internet that made several predictions. He said, I saw these. I saw them. And he said this on the first part of April, April the 4th. And he said, there's going to be a division in this country because we are trying to divide Israel, and we will not come to Israel's aid. What's going on right now today? We are not there, and we won't be there. And then he said, we will see this country get split up the new Madrid fault. He said, you're going to see unrest, and it's going to be chaos. And he saw 6 states in 6 cities, like New York, and actually in Atlanta, Georgia, and Dallas, Texas, and some part of California, and there was another one. Maybe it was Chicago. He saw these cities under martial law. He saw things happening at a holiday season. He saw the festivities going on. He didn't say Christmas. He didn't say Thanksgiving. And for all I know, this is next year. However, he said also Obama will be reelected, and that is when the chaos will start. He said you're not going to see it for a little while. Then he said that the stock market would have a complete crash. And he saw a storm in the middle of this country, not on the new Madrid fault, which is going to rip in half. But the middle of the country also had, he said, a hurricane that touched east and west coast and touched the southern Canada and went all the way into the Gulf. He said a hurricane, a storm came over this whole country. Total economic collapse. These things he saw. So far, he picked 2 things, because I haven't told you the last one that was on his list. The last one is the one that got my attention. So 2 of them that came true. 1, Obama will be reelected. He said that. And he said then total chaos will follow shortly after. He saw the holidays. Let me tell you what the very last one he said was. And I couldn't. Why is he saying this? And he said, I see great trouble with Apple. And he didn't say Apple, the computer, or whatever Apple does. He said, I see great trouble with Apple. And guess what? Today, on the 19th, not here on the 20th, Apple, they may be dismantling. If you look at the news closely, and I did not see this on TV, I saw this on the headline of Yahoo News on my homepage on this laptop right here. The fact that he said Obama and the fact that he said Apple is going to be in great distress. And right now, today, the headlines that was here about an hour and 15 minutes ago, Apple. And it said Apple is selling, and there may be other problems. That way, it didn't go into detail. I want to pass this along. And, hey, it kind of unnerved me. And since I'm here, I'm going to tell you the one that kind of got me to look up these things. There's a man talking. He's talking about little bubbles. What are you talking about? This is a preacher. He is preaching from Redding, California in like a revival, and it's on God TV. And there was two men. There was a man in his early 80s, and there was another man. I don't remember either name, but they called themselves Nitro and Glycerin. He said, the older man said, when you see the bubbles, he said, you will know which is which. Because look at the light one, the white one, the bright one. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't understand what he's saying. But toward the end, he said, and I'll bring that up one more time. He said, watch the bubbles. When you see the bright white ones, you know that it is of God. And then what he said floored me. He said, some people call these things orbs. He said, when you see a whole lot of them together, he said, that is a portal. That portal is open. I don't know if you watched some of my past blogs back during midsummer. I told you I took pictures, and I promise you, if I knew how to stick it on the screen, I would show you. I've got some pictures that you cannot see, or you cannot count how many orbs are in these pictures. And I took them 3 places. I took them right outside my door, right here, out of my office, and then outside this door, which is outside my bedroom, and then outside the other door in the den. All these doors look out over the rear of my house, and there's a lake, and it's a private lake. It belongs to me and the neighbor. I have pictures from each door that totally consume that picture with thousands of orbs, and most of them are white. A few of them are intense bright white. I wish I could show them. I told you before I had those pictures. Told you before I had a strange mist out here that was like red tide, the smell, and it was sticky on the deck, just like the stuff that gets on your car if you're parked in Daytona Beach. And a couple other things happened that I won't go there now. But look, let me ask you to do this, please. If you are not prepared, please get prepared. And the other, stand behind the Jews. If you do that, I am not saying you're going to miss judgment. The way this man talked, he said also that there would be Christians, major numbers of Christians rounded up and put into what I've been telling for the last 2.5 years in camps. I just had to put this out, and I hope and pray that you will stand by the Jews. God says, I'll bless those that bless them, or bless you. Speaking of you, blessing his people, the Jews. And when I'm thinking, well, God doesn't want us to go through the tribulation. Well, that's right. Not God's tribulation, but we will go through part of man's tribulation, which is going to be really bad. If all of this happens the way I'm hearing today, get right. Get right quick. Jody Wolf, Expoz.